What is up, my riders? So I haven't done a video on my stretching journey in a while. It's almost been a month and a half since I have made a video, and that was because the 4 gauge is another millimeter stretch, so I wanted to make sure that I was ready for it. It's going to be time today to try it out. We're gonna see if everything goes smoothly. I have been doing the stretching method. If you guys haven't already, check out the last video I did, the 8 to 6 gauge stretch, because I use plumber's tape to slowly add wrap. You guys can see right now in the ear, I made it all the way up to 6 wraps already again, which in correlation, 6 wraps is a millimeter stretch. So we are at the point where it's going to be time to see if I can go up to the next size. I have the 4 gauge right here, and it is significantly bigger. I'm going to show you guys a side by side of the 4 gauge and the 6 gauge taper. And then I am going to use water and salt again, just to get my ears nice and loose, stretch them, and then try to put these in. I think it'll be okay, so let's find out. Also, another update for you guys. I think little Ween Ween is actually feeling a lot better now. She is starting to behave like normal, and she's needy again, and she's not walking with wobbles anymore. She sees my sister. Just as a comparison, and it actually looks huge when you put them up next to each other. This is the 4 gauge, this is the 6 gauge. That looks massively bigger. Okay guys, I'm using hand sanitizer for my hands to kill all bacteria. I'm using it on the taper and the new tunnels. I'm gonna show you guys real quickly what the one size looks like, and then I'm gonna try to stretch. I think everything should be good. It's been healed for almost 5 days now, and it hasn't really hurt at all to stretch. It hasn't hurt during this whole process really, which is ironic because I thought it would hurt more, but I guess my ears are just getting used to stretching. So if you guys can see the size of my hole now, I don't know if you can see it completely, and we have it wrapped 6 times. I'm gonna put my ear in sea salt just to soak. We're gonna try this out. Your boy is kind of blown back at how big this one is. It went right in. I'm telling you guys what, the whole using tape method works absolutely wonders. Makes it super easy. I haven't had any struggle with it. Alright guys, so I had an easier time for some reason getting the blue ones in. Here is the silver, here is the blue. They literally match up pretty much perfect, but the blue ones have always been easier to get in. I guess it's because the blue ones are better quality. They have less sharp of a lip. So we got this one in, even though I had to do it a couple of times. Same with this one. Makes it so much easier. There we go, and that one was even easier. Okay guys, so this is probably going to be my last stretch. I don't know if I ever would go up to a 2 or not. I didn't even want to make the journey into a 0 or a 00. Those are the 2 millimeter jumps from a 2 to a 0 and a 0 to a 00. And honestly, I don't want to get to a point where my ears can't go back if I ever change my mind on the idea of having gauges. The commitment mark, they say, is like a 2 or a 0. But sometimes they say even if you go to a 2, you might not be able to go back. So right now is probably good for me. I'll have to decide, get bored of them. I'll have to try the silver then, but for now, I could just only get the blue in. I guess it's probably because I was using the blue tapers. But as you guys can see now, you can clearly see through them. I honestly thought they would look a lot bigger. It's hard to tell before you put them in your ears, but you can clearly see through them. Yeah, I like them. I think they're dope. And honestly, I think they suit my ears for the size that they are. Here, I can show you guys. Sorry, the phone's not focusing, but you can actually see from this side, you can actually start to see through them without even looking at them directly on. So that's probably going to be the biggest I go with these. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this like gives you guys something to watch since I've been gone a while. It has been strictly due to Casey dog. I haven't been able to really leave the house because I have to stay by her side. She's in the cage. If you guys haven't already, watch the update video. I talk all about why she is in a cage and everything, but she is thankfully getting better. So everyone that watched that, thank you guys for supporting, and it really helps. All the video support and everything really helps too, because the views help bring in some AdSense revenue, and that way I can put it towards getting Casey better. Knock on wood, I don't think that she will have to potentially get surgery, but we're all taking this year by year, day by day, because the medicine is what makes her feel better. Then she needs recoup time, and then after the medicine gets discontinued because they don't like to administer the medicine long term, then we would decide like if she's still in pain or not, and then figure out from there. But I am thinking that she's in a lot better mood. She has literally been the craziest dog. She is starting to get her personality back and everything like that.
What's wrong? No pets. Oh, no pets. Say, Dad, no pets.
And that's a good sign when they're not in pain, is when they start to get a personality back, because beforehand she has been like a completely different dog, very quiet, very docile, sleepy, and not really herself. Now she's starting to show that within this week, and it's been 4 weeks of recoup. So thank you guys for all the prayers. It really helps. It still means the world. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this stretch, because this one has been an exciting one, to say the least. I never thought I'd even get down to 4 gauge. I do think that with the taping method, this is hands down the best method ever for every stretch I have had to do, from 8 to 6, 6 to 4, and if I ever were to go down to a 2, that is essentially only 6 wraps. So I was wrapping with this one, I was taking it slower. I was probably doing 1 wrap every 5 days, and that equaled out to be easily 6 wraps yet again with the type of PTFE tape I have. So every time I get to 6 wraps, I let it go another 5 days, and then I try to put the tapers through, and I've never had an issue. The tapers just slide in like there's nothing. If you guys enjoy, I love you. Make sure to be happy, stress less. Make sure to drop a like down below and comment. I'll see you in the next one. As always,